In December 2016, a remarkable event unfolded in Hong Kong. As hundreds of high school students from around the globe gathered for one of the most prestigious competitions in mathematics, the International Mathematical Olympiad (IMO). Among them was a team from North Korea, a country known for its secrecy and isolation. This team consisted of 6 young men, all dressed in white shirts and black trousers, with loyalty badges of the Kim family pinned over their hearts. One young man stood out among them, Jong-Yol Ri, while his teammates appeared confident. Jong was visibly anxious, his mind preoccupied with thoughts that extended far beyond solving mathematical problems. He was deeply concerned about his freedom. Jong-Yol Ri's story begins in a small town in North Korea, where social status often dictates one's opportunities. Fortunately for Jong, he was born into a relatively well-off family. This fortunate circumstance meant that he did not endure the extreme hardships faced by many North Koreans, families with historical ties to the ruling party, or those who fought against Japan during World War II typically enjoyed more privileges. From an early age, Jong's father recognized his potential and played a crucial role in nurturing his education. Unlike many children who were subjected to hard labor or military training, Jong had the rare opportunity to focus on academics, particularly mathematics. His natural talent for numbers became apparent early on. His father would make him practice multiplication tables daily before he could go out to play. These formative years paid off when, at just 12 years old, Jong won a special prize in a national mathematics competition, outperforming much older students and attracting the attention of educational representatives from the North Korean regime. The education system in North Korea is notoriously strict, focusing heavily on loyalty to the regime alongside academic subjects. However, Jong's exceptional aptitude in mathematics allowed him to pursue a more specialized education, a path reserved for only a select few gifted students. Due to his talents, Jong was granted access to a laptop equipped with mathematical software, an extraordinary privilege in North Korea. Despite the challenges posed by limited internet access and frequent power outages, he ingeniously kept his laptop charged using a solar panel and even resorted to a gasoline-powered generator during winter months. His dedication and hard work eventually led him to be selected for North Korea's team at the IMO. The preparation for the IMO was intense. Success in international competitions was viewed as a matter of national pride by the regime. Jong underwent rigorous training, spending countless hours solving complex mathematical problems under the guidance of top mathematicians in North Korea. This training was not merely about honing his skills, but also instilling a sense of duty and patriotism towards his country. Jong's first trip abroad for the IMO was an eye-opening experience. Traveling to Colombia for the competition marked his first time leaving North Korea. The vibrant cities and bustling streets were unlike anything he had ever seen before. His team performed admirably, ranking 5th worldwide, just behind China, South Korea, the United States, and Russia. Jong himself won a silver medal, a significant achievement, but one that fell short of the gold expected by the regime due to their substantial investment in him. As he stood on stage in Colombia, Jong's mind raced with questions about why North Korea placed such importance on students like him. He recalled receiving his laptop and pondered what the regime truly gained from nurturing minds like his. These thoughts added to his anxiety as he faced an uncertain future under constant scrutiny from forces beyond his control. North Korea's interest in technology and cyber capabilities dates back to the 1970s, when students were sent abroad to learn coding in countries such as Russia and China. initially aimed at improving factory efficiency back home. This program evolved during the 1980s and 1990s, under Kim Jong-il's leadership, into a military-focused initiative aimed at developing skilled hackers. The establishment of the Korea Computer Center (KCC) in the early 1990s marked a significant turning point for North Korean cyber operations. The KCC became central to Kim Jong-il's broader strategy to modernize technology within the country. While initially focused on software and hardware development, it quickly expanded into cyber warfare and hacking activities. Under Kim Jong-un's leadership, following Kim Jong-il's death, cyber operations gained even greater importance as international sanctions severely impacted North Korea's economy due to its nuclear weapons program. In response to these sanctions, North Korea turned increasingly towards cybercrime as an alternative revenue source. Cyber operations offered low costs with potentially high rewards. The regime has successfully stolen hundreds of millions of dollars through various cyber attacks targeting banks, cryptocurrency exchanges, and businesses worldwide. Notable incidents include the infamous Sony Pictures hack in 2014 and the Bangladesh bank heist in 2016. By establishing a robust cyber infrastructure and executing high-profile attacks, North Korea has managed to generate funds necessary for its survival amidst ongoing sanctions. One of the most notorious hacking groups associated with North Korea is known as Lazarus. This group has been linked to some of the most significant cyber attacks in recent history, and is renowned for its innovative hacking techniques that have resulted in substantial financial losses globally. Lazarus first gained notoriety with Operation Troy in 2009, a spying operation that employed denial-of-service attacks against South Korean government targets. The emergence of Lazarus has prompted heightened cybersecurity investments from both private companies and governments worldwide. Firms like Sony have become increasingly vigilant by hiring top cybersecurity experts and implementing advanced security measures. Countries have begun sharing intelligence regarding North Korean cyber operations while collaborating on investigations aimed at tracking Lazarus's activities. The United States has imposed sanctions on individuals associated with this group. One prominent figure is Park Chin-hook, a programmer charged by U.S. authorities in 2018 for involvement in major cyber attacks, including those against Sony Pictures and Bangladesh Bank. The charges against Park provided detailed insights into Lazarus's operational methods, which include phishing emails, malware deployment, and social engineering tactics used to infiltrate targets. Despite these charges being brought forth publicly, Park remains at large within North Korea, illustrating how challenging it is to hold North Korean hackers accountable under international law. The path to becoming a cyber warrior often begins at an early age, similar to Jong-Yol Ri's experience with mathematics. Talented students are identified through nationwide testing focused on subjects like math and science. Those who excel are recruited into specialized programs where they receive extensive training in computer science and hacking techniques. Training is intensive and comprehensive. Recruits learn various aspects of cyber strategies, including network infiltration and malware development, while viewing the internet as a battlefield where they engage in cyber warfare on behalf of their country's interests. Daily life for these cyber warriors is highly structured. They live within state-run facilities where their routines are strictly regulated, with most hours dedicated to coding and computer science courses. Working primarily in teams allows each member to specialize in different areas necessary for fulfilling their missions effectively. Despite facing immense pressure within this demanding environment, cyber warriors enjoy privileges compared to ordinary citizens. They receive better food and housing as part of efforts by the regime to maintain loyalty among these elite members of society while preventing defection. defecting from North Korea presents extreme dangers. Individuals face severe risks, including capture or death, during their attempts to escape. Most defections begin with crossing heavily fortified borders, often into China, where defectors must evade authorities who frequently repatriate them back home where they face dire consequences. To deter defections effectively, North Korea employs various tactics, including propaganda portraying life outside as perilous while glorifying their own regime despite widespread poverty among citizens. Information control remains strict. Citizens have minimal access to foreign media or internet content outside state-sanctioned narratives designed to foster loyalty while instilling fear towards external influences. Moreover, collective punishment serves as another deterrent. Families of defectors often endure severe repercussions, including imprisonment or forced labor camps due solely to one member's actions, which creates an atmosphere rife with fear throughout society. Travel within North Korea is tightly controlled. Citizens require permits even for local movement, while international travel remains virtually impossible without state approval. This ensures reliance on government provisions extends beyond basic needs into all aspects of life, including food distribution through state channels monitored closely by authorities. Surveillance permeates everyday life. Secret police monitor citizens constantly, while informants are incentivized through rewards for reporting suspicious behavior among peers, creating an environment where trust becomes nearly non-existent. For Jong-Yol Ri specifically, the choice became painfully clear after returning home from participating at IMO 2015. When he learned that senior officials were interviewing friends regarding potential recruitment into military hacking divisions due largely because of his mathematical talents garnered through years spent competing internationally representing their nation abroad. Realizing he could not refuse such an assignment filled him with dread, knowing it would mean losing all semblance of freedom as well as being cut off entirely from society altogether should he comply willingly or unwillingly accept this fate thrust upon him by those wielding power over him within their oppressive regime. Structure designed solely around maintaining control over its citizens' lives without exception nor question asked whatsoever regarding individual autonomy rights held sacred elsewhere across more democratic societies. Globally today, still striving towards equality, justice, fairness, prosperity, opportunity, growth, advancement, progress, enlightenment, education, empowerment, etc. ad infinitum. As Jong approached age 18, the threshold marking end eligibility participation competitions like IMO, he understood this would be last chance escape before being conscripted into military service, likely leading him down path devoid liberty forevermore unless acted decisively now rather than later, when opportunities might dwindle beyond recovery point entirely, thus prompting urgency take action immediately rather than procrastinate, further delaying inevitable confrontation looming ahead. After winning another silver medal at IMO held Hong Kong University Science Technology, a year later, Jong seized opportunity presented itself when dormitory doors opened wide, allowing passage outside world beckoning brightly illuminated, streets full of promise, adventure awaiting discovery beyond confines, oppressive walls surrounding existence lived previously devoid hope of future possibilities. He hailed a taxi cab directing the driver toward the airport, seeking refuge at the South Korean consulate nearby, where safety awaited those brave enough to venture forth, risking everything, abandon past lives behind, start anew elsewhere, free shackles binding them forevermore. Upon arrival at consulate grounds, Jong expressed desire to officially seek asylum status, granted temporary protection while negotiations commenced between South Korean delegation, ensuring safe passage, ultimately leading successful relocation Seoul. After 70 long days spent anxiously awaiting resolution, finalizing arrangements, Securing future-filled hope, dreams, aspirations long denied previously, now finally attainable at last. In aftermath, defection event occurred, resulting suspension entire Mathematical Olympiad program. Operated by government 2 years following incident. Highlighting increased scrutiny surrounding participants sent abroad henceforth. Accompanied always agents tasked ensuring no further escapes could transpire again. Jeopardizing national security interests, paramount importance upheld above all else, regardless individual rights, liberties sacrificed along way. Today Jong resides comfortably South Korea under new identity. Having pursued studies mathematics, National University, achieving academic success. Previously unimaginable given circumstances faced growing up within oppressive confines, totalitarian regime. Ruling over homeland once known intimately. Now rendered distant memory, fading slowly away, replaced brighter outlook, filled optimism. Potential unlimited horizons, beckoning forth endless possibilities, awaiting exploration, discovery. Realization, dreams long sought after finally achieved fruition.